This is Bill and Susan sharing an exciting Iftar buffet. We're breaking the fast with sweet dates and whole roasted lamb. Join us at the Jerusalem Mediterranean restaurant on What I Ate. Wow, this is a heavy chair. We had such a good experience with the last Iftar buffet we attended, we decided to try the offerings here at the Jerusalem restaurant in Falls Church, Virginia. We've dined here in the past and always had good food. We were not disappointed after this experience, as we consider this to be the best Iftar buffet we have had so far. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and take a moment to subscribe and support our channel. So I've got a busy plate here. I've got some lamb, some chicken, some falafel, Mediterranean salad, Babaganoug, olives, some tzatziki sauce, Kebbe in yogurt sauce, lamb and rice, a big hunk of lamb, and that bread with Za'tar on it. I keep forgetting what it's called. And chickpeas. Your plate looks just as busy.
Yeah, I've got some fried tilapia, some roasted chicken, and some eggplant, babaganoug, hummus, olives, Mediterranean salad, pickled, I think, radish, and a good amount of lamb and rice. There's roasted lamb somewhere underneath, pita bread, chicken rolls, and falafel. Also some Brussels sprouts. I think I'm going to tuck in.
Okay.
You know what? Usually I like these crunchy.
Is it not a crunchy falafel?
Right now it's not crunchy, but it's well salted, so I don't mind.
Okay. I'm gonna tuck into one of these dates here, as is the tradition to end the fast. Let's see how that goes. So let's try this date here. There's a nice jammy date. It's not really dry. It's got a little bit of moisture, but nice sweet date.
I'm gonna end up eating my lamb with the pita bread just because that's the way they ended up on my plate.
Okay.
That is one delicious bite.
Let's try a little bit of this lamb. I got a fatty piece, because, you know, that's the best kind. That's delicious lamb. It's like a really nice pot roast, except with lamb. Rich and meaty. I'm gonna try it with some of this lamb and rice here. That's a nice, well-seasoned rice. I had a little bit of chickpeas with it, so it's like a nice bean and rice dish. Okay, Susan just shared with me a piece of her fish here. Let's give this a try. It looks like a nice white meat fish. I don't think is it tilapia? Very nice fish. Slightly dry, but not really. Good texture, white flaky fish. Nicely fried. Not salty.
I think these are the curry beans.
Okay.
Oh well, you can film it.
Give me a second.
Well, that.
I'm going to try the chicken roll here. It's got a little bit of hummus on it. Nice tender flat bread. Mildly seasoned chicken.
I think on the menu that I saw these were curry beans, so I just took a spoonful.
Is it really spicy curry or just kind of?
No, I just noticed a lot of salt on it, and another seasoning I can't identify. But the beans are cooked so they're very soft, very tender beans. And this is just their cauliflower. That they're covered with some kind of sauce.
I'm going to try one of these falafel right now. I'm just going to use my hands and eat this falafel. Okay, it's been sitting in the steam table for a while, waiting for sundown. I won't fault them on that. It's delicious.
I think this is the roasted eggplant.
Okay.
That's the best of their vegetarian dishes I had so far. I think I'm going to go back for more.
I'll have to try that myself. I think I've got some of that on my plate. One of the things I've been wanting to try was the Kebbe in yogurt sauce. I don't think we saw that at the last Ramadan Iftar buffet. So it's little, I guess, meat wrapped in some kind of a wrapper. Beef and I think bulgur wheat. I'll have to get one of these when I go back up. I like these.
And this is some Babaganoug. Really excellent, nice and smoky.
I'm going to give some of this chicken a try. You know, with the lamb there as the star of the show, the chicken can be second fiddle. That is very tender chicken. So tender, almost, that you could almost make it into a chicken spread. I'd love to have this on a sandwich. I'm going to give this this bread a try. This flat bread. It's got some spices on it, some cheese, maybe some parsley, or what's that? Cilantro. So it's got some spices and cheese and maybe a little bit of cilantro. It's not the same texture as you would get with a pizza. It's more like a naan. But a very nice spice mixture there. Okay, I'm gonna try this thing here. It looks like an egg roll. And that's exactly what it is. It's a vegetarian egg roll. Carrots and onion and cabbage. Very nice. It's got some, I think it's got white pepper in it.
Now I've got some nice shredded lamb that came off the whole lamb. And it kind of mixed with the Mediterranean salad. And that was absolutely delicious. Then when you mix it with a little bit of the salad, it gives it a little bit of a bite and just accents the lamb.
So I got some black-eyed peas and, some eggplant in a tomatoey sauce, like a ragu. It looks like some meat and rice and some noodles with sausage and some sag. It could be it could be spinach or it could be mustard greens. I'm not sure yet. And over here, I had the lamb and rice again. And this is interesting. This looks like a mixture of macaroni and rice and another helping of the chicken and the lamb. What's the soup?
The lady ahead of me in line, I overheard her say that someone told her the soup was phenomenal. I had to try it. They're right. The soup is.
What kind of soup
good.
is that?
It's on the menu. It said chicken soup. There's bits of chicken in there, so I think they may have moved the bones from earlier today. But it's deep soulful soup.
I'll have to go try some later.
Yeah, I'm going to get. This is my meatless platter. First, I've got some soup. On the menu, it said this is chicken soup, and there's bits of chicken in here, but also generous with the vegetables, as you can see, carrots and zucchini, and some yellow squash. I'm sure there's some onion in here too, along with some leaves. And here I've got some rice. I think this was Jerusalem rice. I've got my pita bread, some eggplant and chicken with tomato, another roasted eggplant, also some rice, some hummus, tzatziki, babaganoug, which I have dropped some tzatziki in, also some more of the Mediterranean salad and some roasted vegetables.
So I'm going to give this drink a try. Bottoms up. Oh, wow. So she said it was fresh squeezed. And yeah, it's a fresh squeezed lemonade. I really don't taste the mint or anything else in there, but it's a nice, well-sweetened lemonade. I'm gonna try some of these black-eyed peas. They're in, I'd say, a meaty tasting gravy. That would be perfect on rice. Let's try some of this. I think it's spinach. Yeah, that's definitely spinach. I know it was a different kind of green the last time when we went to the other Iftar buffet. The sausage and noodles. Okay, that's a mistake. I thought that was sausage. It's actually meatball. Actually, perhaps one of the best meatballs I've ever had. I would love to put that on a sub roll and make it into a meatball sub. So this looks like rice with pine nuts and some flecks of meat. That's another nice dish that I'd like to make as a side dish or bring to a potluck. The other eggplant dish. That's a very good eggplant. It reminds me of something. I don't know. Something from, like, say, an Italian restaurant. It has hints of, you know what? Eggplant parmesan. That's what it is. Rich tomato sauce, tender eggplant that's been stewed. Or what's that other dish? The Greek dish. Well, it's not quite a moussaka. Okay. You say it is a moussaka. Okay. So it's like a moussaka. I think it's actually on the menu as a moussaka. I'm going to move on to the other plate. And, well, I've had this rice already. It's delicious. That rice tastes like the lamb that was cooked in it. Delicious and meaty. Now this is the mystery dish that looks like rice and macaroni cooked with maybe some onions. That's a semi-creamy, a little bit spicy rice dish. It's not quite a risotto, but it's more like a soft-boiled rice. And it's a little bit spicy. Strong hint of fried onions. That's delicious. This chicken is perfect with this lamb rice. When I went to the lamb, I went for all the little bits that they had picked off the bones. That's the most flavorful part.
Yes, at a buffet, and yes, I did get more soup, but this...
Well, let's look at that soup. You got some vegetables.
Yeah, vegetables and a very nice long brewed rich broth. I think there's little bits of chicken in there, just a little, but believe me, you're not going to miss any meat in it. And here I have some koshari, that I think it's the Egyptian national dish, rice and pasta with a few other things.
Oh, is that what that's called?
Yeah.
It's delicious. It's a little bit spicy for me, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really heavily spicy, but it's got a little kick.
Yeah. And then I have got their greens over I think this is one of their rices. Two different kinds of rices in here, one with vegetables and one with a little bit of meat. And of course, more of their excellent roasted eggplant. And these are just fried bits. I can't resist something fried. And I had to try that meatball.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a very good meatball.
I mean, it's the most tender meatball you've ever had.
Yeah, you could stick it in a submarine roll and have a meatball sub.
Okay, I'm gonna give this white stuff a try. I think it's potato salad, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, it tastes like a very sweet deli potato salad. I also picked off a piece of lamb with some skin on it. So let's see what this this tastes like. Wow, so that piece of lamb skin is very tender and collagen-y. Again, the types of things that I'm thinking of is a pot roast, where the collagen and just breaks down and it's so tender and moist and delicious. I can see why they selected the lemonade as the drink on the table. You need that acid, I think, because all of this rich food, you need something to cut through all of the fat. Okay, so Susan's got the first dessert plate.
Yeah, some cut up fresh fruits. They look at they're at the peak of ripeness, and this is, I think, some semolina dessert topped with an almond. And then this one, somehow it looks sort of like phyllo dough over a bottom
Chocolate
layer
phyllo, maybe?
of nuts. That might be cocoa powder or cinnamon, I'm not sure.
Okay.
And this is rice pudding. I'm kind of sure it's rice pudding this time.
Yeah.
And this just looks like sweetened evaporated milk over some crunchy bits.
Well, let us know how that tastes.
A mixture of sweetened evaporated milk and some, it looked like toasted bread, but it's delicious. Give that rice pudding a try. Really dense. Yeah, it's kind of on the dense side. Try that semolina.
Kind of a congealed rice pudding.
No, the rice pudding is, but the semolina square is really nice and light.
Really? I see they had coffee and tea up there. Do you recommend coffee and tea with any of these?
Oh yeah, because these are very sweet. I wouldn't add sugar, but then I usually drink my coffee black anyway.
That looks very flaky.
Yep, the top is. The bottom is kind of liquidy. Nuts and I think currants or raisins. It tastes more like cocoa powder than cinnamon, though I could be wrong. But it is a worthy dessert to end the meal.
I'll give that a try.
And this is just cut up fruits. I'm sure you know what oranges and apples taste like.
Yeah. So they were all out of that flaky pastry that Susan had. So all I've got was the very dense rice pudding and the semolina pastry with almond. I'm just gonna give that a try now. Yeah, it tastes like sweetened cream of wheat with a lot of butter in it. Maybe a hint of vanilla. Let's try this rice pudding. It's dense, but I like it. It's nice and cold. very creamy. So a lot of the coffee was coming out like mud because I think most of the coffee was consumed, and I had to tip over the coffee urn just to get this cup. So I have a feeling I got the sludgy stuff. It's probably super powerful, caffeinated. That is some strong coffee.
But with a very sweet dessert, I'm sure it's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a very strong brew. Kind of like when I ran out of coffee filters and I made cowboy coffee in the pot. Just made sure not to pour off the bottom to the very end.
Well, we're going to wrap up this meal because it looks like the cleaning staff are eager to clean up a bit. My guess is the whole kitchen staff has been working away all day, and I've talked to some restaurateurs who are Muslim, and they tell me, yeah, they don't even taste the food as they're cooking. So it's strong temptation for them to cook all this delicious food and not touch any of it. So I think they're going to wait until every one of the customers is done before they partake themselves. So we're going to wrap up now.
That was an excellent dinner, sweetie.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. What do you think was your favorite out of the whole evening?
It has got to be the roasted eggplant. That was phenomenal.
That was good.
Very good. And I think the second best thing was their soup.
Oh, I forgot the soup. I wanted to try that too. Oh well, little late. They've already packed up all the food. I think my favorite was the meatball and pasta, and of course the lamb. The lamb was, and the chicken.
Yeah.
Both, I mean, melt in your mouth. The chicken was so tender, I think you could easily just, chop it up a little bit and just spread it onto bread and make a nice chicken sandwich.
I don't think you would even have to chop it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was so tender. Yeah. And the lamb, a lot of people went for the big pieces of lamb in the beginning, but the tastiest bits are the ones that are left at the bottom of the pan at the end of the night.
soaking in the juices.
Yeah, they're soaking in the juices. Those are the little tiny bits that are so tender that they fell off as they pulled the meat apart. That was delicious. And the only thing is, if I could start off with that and just put that on some rice, that would have been an excellent meal. But by the end of the night, I'm just so full.
And then their vegetarian dishes were also very, very good. Their salads, their spreads, their dips, and their bread. That was something I would just come back for, even if they just offered a vegetarian buffet. But since you're coming with me, they do have to offer some meat, so we can both enjoy it.
So, yeah, unfortunately, by the time I got there, because I'm handling all the video and stuff, by the time I got to the dessert tray, a lot of the really good desserts were gone.
I should have saved you some.
No, that's fine. I don't need to drive up my blood sugar that much. But the coffee was nice. It was really strong because, again, I'm at the end and it's the bottom of the pot. So it's like super strong coffee. Yeah. Good meal.
Yes, it was.
I'm glad we came.
Yep.
So, next adventure. Hey, so while you guys are on here, remember to hit that subscribe button because, it helps encourage us to keep coming out here and doing these videos. Give us a like, engage with us on the comments. Let us know if there's anything you want us to cover. Like I say, we travel. We're based here in Virginia, but we travel anywhere between here and New Jersey. And, we're always looking for good places to eat.